painters, and welcome everyone. Today I'm gonna be painting some spooky metals skeletons from outer space, also known as Necrons, in their classic metallic color scheme, giving it a rusty effect. Let's begin.
I start by priming the miniature. For that, I use my airbrush and black primer. Make sure to cover the whole miniature because this layer will be the base of everything. I chose black primer because as the main color is going to be metallic, by using black we'll make sure you have a good base to work later on. Next, I apply the main color using magnesium from Vallejo. This color comes already pre-thined, so I only have to pour it directly into my airbrush. Of course, if you wish, you can speed up the process using directly a metallic primer, but I really like this color so much and I don't want to miss it, because the final result will be so much better. We move on to the brush and begin painting with the black of your choice all the weapons and cables. As per usual, give it a couple of thin layers not to miss any detail. With the black already applied, I'm going to use Retributor Armor to paint all the golden areas. As we are painting over a metallic surface, this gold will be really shiny. To achieve the glowing effect on the weapons, lenses and orbs, we are going to use pure white in the first place. As we are painting white over metallic or even black, we have to apply a lot of thin layers. Don't rush, take your time and you will have a good result. To paint the recesses, thin down the paint more than usual and just let it flow. Keep pressing with the tip of the brush, moving it gently. For the next step, I paint all the stones that came with these miniatures with Mechanicus Standard Grey. I only apply one thin layer because I want them to look natural and irregular, and you don't usually see perfect stones on the wild. Then I'm going to use again a pad on black to paint where I messed it up before on the weapons, as we want a clean result. Alright, let me be crystal clear about this. If you're painting and you make a mistake, don't worry about it. Everyone makes mistakes. What you have to do is to fix it while possible, and most of the times you will be able to fix it and then learn from it. As you can see here, I am fixing my earlier mistakes and there is nothing wrong about it. Just keep painting, keep learning, and most importantly, keep having fun. After the shitty motivational speech, we are going to start weathering our miniatures. These guys have been sleeping for a couple million years or so they must be pretty old. To show this, get razor rust, thin it down and start applying it on the joints and the scratches of the armor. Now I repeat this last step with the golden areas. As gold and copper tends to rust to a verdigris color, I'm now using Necron oxide over gold. We get our airbrush again and apply a layer of oil paint to create shadows, texture and an overall Grimdark look. Make sure to cover the whole miniature but the great areas of the weapons, because the paint will be a little tricky to remove later. You might have noticed that I'm using gloves while painting with the oil paint, and that's because oil paint tends to stick everywhere and you don't want to discover it the hard way. Once the paint is dried, get a cotton tip, dip it into white spirits and start rubbing it over the miniature. This will remove the layer of oil paint that we applied earlier, leaving it only on the recesses, creating the much anticipated Grimdark look. Our mini is almost finished and it already looks pretty good. To finish it, we're going to give it the classic Necronic green glow. For that, I'm using green fluo from Vallejo over the white areas. This paint comes already pre-thined, so it's perfect for airbrush, but I like it to add a bit of water to thin it down even further, because I don't want the green to go extremely powerful. I also paint some cables and black areas of the weapons to give them a glowing effect. I really like giving this vibrant green over the dual look of the miniature, because this contrast is what it makes the mini pop out, and, in my opinion, it gives an amazing result. That's the end of the tutorial for today. As you have seen, I used very few colors and still I got a decent result, so I'm pretty happy today. Anyway, let's get with the epic shots to see the final result.